Join me as I dive into the ultimate challenge of predicting the Springboks vs All Blacks showdown in the Rugby Championship 2024. When it comes to the Rugby Championship, there's one matchup that stands head and shoulders above the rest: Springboks vs All Blacks. This is more than just a game, it's a clash of titans, a battle of pride, and a war of wills. The history between these two rugby powerhouses is well documented, with a rivalry that spans over a century. The Springboks, fueled by their determination to prove themselves as the best in the world, will stop at nothing to take down the mighty All Blacks, who are seeking to assert their dominance over the sport once again. The Springboks are facing a bit of an injury crisis heading into this match, with several key players still recovering from their respective setbacks. Meanwhile, the All Blacks are dealing with their own set of issues, most notably their struggles at the scrum, which has been a thorn in their side all season. Their decision to start with a less experienced front row will be a gamble that could either pay off or backfire spectacularly. Recent form is also a concern for both teams, as they've both experienced a dip in performance in their last few outings. The Springboks will need to rectify their discipline issues, which have cost them dearly in terms of penalties and yellow cards. On the other hand, the All Blacks will need to find a way to reignite their attacking spark, which has been missing in action for quite some time. If they can't figure out a way to get their backs firing, they'll struggle to penetrate the Springboks' resolute defense. Tactically, both teams will need to be clever in their approach, as they've both been guilty of falling into traps set by their opponents in the past. The Springboks will need to find a way to negate the All Blacks' potent turnover ball, while the All Blacks will need to be wary of the Springboks' suffocating defense, which can stifle even the most potent of attacks. The All Blacks boast an impressive array of attacking talent, with the likes of Jordie Barrett and Caleb Clarke capable of producing moments of magic on the biggest stage. However, the Springboks have a propensity to raise their game against the best teams, and their forward pack is more than capable of dominating the All Blacks up front. Sasha Feinberg Ngomazulu's form has also been a welcome boost for the Springboks, as he's the glue that holds their backline together. In terms of statistics, the All Blacks have a significant advantage in terms of possession and territory, but the Springboks have been more effective in converting their opportunities into points. The battle at the breakdown will be crucial, as both teams have been guilty of conceding cheap turnovers in recent matches. Whoever can dominate this area will likely come out on top. A key aspect to keep an eye on will be the kicking game, as both teams have been guilty of kicking away possession in recent matches. The team that can execute their kicking strategy effectively will be able to pin their opponents back and create scoring opportunities. The first 20 minutes of the game will be crucial, as both teams look to assert their dominance and set the tone for the rest of the match. Whoever can win the collisions and gain the upper hand in terms of territory and possession will be well on their way to victory. In conclusion, this Springboks vs All Blacks showdown has all the ingredients to be an instant classic. Both teams have their strengths and weaknesses, and whoever can capitalize on the other's mistakes will come out on top. As for my prediction, I think the Springboks will sneak it by a narrow margin, but I wouldn't be surprised if the All Blacks pull off a stunning upset. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave your predictions in the comments below. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more rugby insights and analysis.